Hi guys, welcome to my yoga challenge. I'm Noko. If you are checking this video for the first time, we have a 5-day yoga challenge. I call it yoga challenge because we're pushing ourselves to finish what we start. So we want to do the 5 videos and each video from beginning to end. That's your challenge. There will be nothing's going to happen if you don't do it, but it's going to be a reflection of the strength of your character. Today we're going deep into our tissues, into our joints, and in a deeper level we're going deep into ourselves, finding our inner strength. So we're going to start with yoga breathing or belly breathing. This is a foundation for the yoga breath. If you want to have a good understanding of how your breath connects to your brain and to stress, check my video, my belly breathing video. We're gonna get started. So today you will need either a blanket or a block. If you don't have it, that's fine too. We're gonna start with our belly breathing. If you are new to it, that's fine. You can just follow along. Let's get onto our back. Legs extended. Palms facing up. That's our corpse pose. And we're going to place our hands on our belly. What we want to do is really disconnect from the outside world and focus within. I personally find it helpful to close my eyes. And notice your breath. Notice the movement of your ribs as you inhale and exhale. Notice the movement of the belly as you inhale and exhale. We're going to slow down our breath together. Deep breath in to the nose, exhaling to the nose or through the mouth. 2 more like this. Big breath in, big breath out. Again, big breath in and out. Now we're going to start engaging the belly. With your next inhale, really feeling your belly expanding, your hands spreading apart. Inhaling, belly expands. Exhaling, hands come back together, belly falls. Big breath in, belly out. Big breath out, belly down. Last one together. Big breath in, belly up. Big breath out, belly down. Continue with this breath for 3 to 5 more cycles. At the end of your next exhale, slowly pulling your knees to your chest and dropping those knees to your left, keeping the shoulders facing up. And we're going to keep this belly breath throughout the practice. If you notice your mind is going somewhere else, you may want to close your eyes, slowing down your breath again, focusing on the movement of the belly. And today it's about finding our inner strength, building strength from within, because sometimes we look at people's life and they seem to have it all. Let's bring the knees to center. Slowly switch inside, keeping the shoulders facing up. Big breath in and out. They seem to have perfect job to be successful. They seem happy, they have a nice car. They seem to be happy in their relationship. Bring our knees back to center. Rocking side to side. And all the way to one side and onto our stomach. Oops, sorry. Into the Sphinx. Elbows underneath the shoulders, opening our heart. So we're opening our heart physically, opening the chest, but also opening our heart to ourselves. And when we look at people with this seemingly perfect life, sometimes we wish we had the same life. We wish we had the perfect job, perfect relationship, perfect physique. Big breath in, big breath out. And again, big breath in and out. Opening the chest a little bit more. And shoulders down, hands underneath the shoulders, pushing off the floor. Cat stretch. And center. Let's find a seated position, legs crossed. So with the legs crossed, if you have a block, a blanket, you can use it to place your elbows, your forehead. You're gonna hold it for a while, really focusing on letting go of any tightness, any tension in the body. Focusing on deepening the breath. Big breath in and out. And some of you have approached me and shared with me that you feel that you're not where you're supposed to be in life. You're not good enough. You don't deserve anyone. So I want you to take this moment right now and think about who put those ideas in your mind. Was it a family member, a friend? Or was it yourself? Big breath in and out. Again, big breath in. Let's open the mouth, exhale. Just relaxing completely, letting go. Feeling supported by the block, the blanket, supported by your mat. Let's use our hands to press the floor away, slowly rolling up. Extending our right leg out. And making sure that the belly is across the foot. Inhaling, exhaling, sliding or crawling the fingers forward. And wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to be. So there's no need, there's no expectation from me to go further down. So wherever your body tells you, that's it. Just hold it there and find your breath. If it feels comfortable to have a block, use your block. If it feels more comfortable grabbing your leg or your ankle, please do so. There's no expectation, just observing where you are, accepting where you are. And remember that you are unique. You are like nobody else. And your life is unique. There's absolutely no need to follow somebody else's path. Take a breath in. Or mouth open, exhale. Big breath in. Just open the mouth. Just relaxing forward. And believe it or not, some people would love to have your life. And you don't realize this because you may be too busy looking at somebody else's life. Last breath in and out. Slowly walking the hands up. Bringing your knee up. Wrapping this knee with the opposite hand, so my left knee is up. I use my right hand to wrap the knee and twist towards the left. We keep lengthening the spine, feeling strong and lifted. Feeling tall, that's how we want to walk in life. Walking tall and proud. And releasing, switching side with your legs. So if you had your right leg crossed, you're going to cross the left leg forward. And so I'm moving forward with a blanket, a block, anything you want. Let's slow down the breath again, breathing in and out. So when we're too busy focusing on what people have and what we don't have, we forget everything that we have going on for ourselves. We take things for granted. So I'm going to ask you right now to take this moment to think about 3 things that you take for granted in your life. It can be the most basic thing. It can be the most basic thing. Take for granted the fact that we can get up from our bed every morning, put our clothes on by ourselves. You may get to a place in your life where somebody has to help you get out of bed, dress you up. So take this moment and think about 3 things that you have that you take for granted. And let's press the floor away with our hands. Coming to a seated position, extending the left leg out. Inhaling, exhaling, reaching far. Wherever your body tells you that's it, just hold it there without any judgment. No need to be harsh on yourself. Be thankful you get a chance to lean forward, or maybe to be right here. Big breath in, big breath out. If you want to place a block on the inside of the leg, on the thigh, maybe you're just holding it here, further down. Wherever you are, that's just the perfect place for you. And you are just enough the way you are. You are just good enough the way you are right now. You are where you're supposed to be in your life. You have your own path. And you'll get to your destination when you're ready. Big breath in and out. Just let it go of negative thoughts. Letting go of judgment. Opening your heart to yourself. accepting where you are in life. Slowly walking the hands up. Bringing the right knee up, using the left arm to wrap this knee, and lifting the spine, twisting. Again, we want to feel tall and proud of who we are. One more breath. Back to center, standing both legs. And if you feel uncomfortable here, you feel that you're rounding your back, you can double fold your mat, sit on the part of your mat that's folded, place your blanket under your hips. So when you elevate your hips, it's easy on your back. You can also bend your knees. Big breath in. Exhaling, reaching forward, just relaxing forward. And slowly coming up, shaking the legs. Let's get a little bit of movement going on, and then we'll go back into our deep thought. So let's meet on all fours, however you want to get there. Inhaling, standing one leg, any leg, opening the chest. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, opening. Tucking the toe under, pushing the heel out, pushing the chest forward. Pressing this heel back, feeling the stretch in your calf. Back to center. Other leg up, inhaling, opening the heart. Exhaling in. And inhaling, extending, tucking the toes under, pushing the heel back, chest forward. Eyes closed. And think to yourself, I am enough just the way I am. I am where I'm supposed to be. Now I want you to repeat this mantra or find another affirmation for yourself, starting with I am. I am strong. I am resilient. I am enough. And repeat it to yourself. Breathing in. Exhaling, thinking about your mantra. Knees together. Inhaling. Exhaling, tucking the chin under. Inhaling, chin slightly forward. We want to lengthen the back of the neck. And back to center. Let's meet into a seated position. Legs wide open. So in your seated straddle, if you find that you're leaning back, that your shoulders are falling behind your hips, see if you can use your arms to push yourself forward. If it's too challenging to tighten your low back, in your inner thighs, again, double fold your mat, sit on the elevated part of your mat, or on a blanket, or a pillow. So ideally, you want your shoulders stacked over your hip bones. And as we go forward, it's not about rounding the back and bringing the head down. It's about bringing those hip bones towards the floor. Inhaling. Exhaling, walking the hands forward. If you have your block, if you have another pillow, you can have your arms on the block. Maybe you're right here. And you are right where you're supposed to be. No judgment. So as we hold our seated straddle, as we inhale, take the air in through the nose, and as you exhale, I want you to mentally repeat your positive affirmation, starting with I am. Big breath in. Exhaling. Think about your mantra. Maybe going deeper. Let's walk our hands to one leg. Remember, you do not need to fit any mold. You don't need to look like anybody else. You don't need to start or accomplish any goal by anybody else's standard except your own. And you don't need to succeed right away. Remember, day one, it was about falling and getting up on your feet. So if you didn't do this video, go to it. Learn how to get back on your feet. Back to center. Walking to the other side. Back to center. Let's walk our hands back. Shake our legs. We're going to end with another heart opener. This time we're going to use the block. If you have a block, a blanket, a pillow, and you place it just underneath your shoulder blades. You may have to adjust it so that it's comfortable. If it's too much on your neck, you can have your hands underneath your neck. You can have a pillow. And I want you to experiment with your legs. Feet can be wide, spread out wide with the knees together. Can you have your knees pointing straight up or your legs extended, arms extended. So we open our heart physically because we spend most of the day leaning forward with the shoulders, looking down at our phone, looking down at our computer, driving. So we want to give our body a chance to open up. And on a deeper level, we open our heart to ourselves, accepting who we are without judgment. Finding your breath. Big breath in. Mouth open. Big breath in. Mouth open. Couple more on your own. Let's bend the knees if they are extended. Placing your hands underneath the head. And rolling to our side. Finding ourselves into a seated position. Place our hands to heart center of the knuckles connected to our heart because it's all about our heart finding our true selves today. Be proud of you who are. Be humble. And most importantly, touch somebody's life today and every day. Think about the smallest thing you can do to make somebody's life brighter today. Can be the smallest thing, can be just a smile. From our heart to yours with love. Namaste.